Hello and welcome to this video on using enhanced for loop in Java for traversing arrays. Arrays are a fundamental data structure in Java and they are used to store a collection of elements of the same type. Traversing an array means accessing each element of the array one by one. There are different ways to traverse an array, and in this tutorial we'll explore how to use an enhanced for loop to traverse an array. The simplest way to traverse an array is to use the regular for loop like this. Here we have an integer variable I to keep track of the index. The initial value of I is 0 and our loop will run till the variable I is less than the length of the array. And to keep things simple, inside the loop we are just displaying the array element. An enhanced for loop is another syntax of for loop that simplifies iterating over arrays and collections. It was introduced in Java 5 and provides an easy and concise way to loop over arrays. Now I'll convert this regular for loop into enhanced for loop so that you can understand the logic. The main difference is that there is no control variable in an enhanced for loop. Instead of a control variable, what happens is we simply take a variable which is supposed to assume all the values of the array one by one. Let's say in this case it is int element, and that is followed by the name of the array. And now since there is no I, we can't say ar of I, instead we'll say element. And this is how an enhanced for looks like. Now if I compile and execute this program, the variable element will take the value of each element of the array ar in turn, and we print it to the console using the system.out.println method. And as you can see, all the values have been iterated one by one using the enhanced for loop. As you can see, the enhanced for loop makes it easy to traverse an array and perform some action on each element. One thing to keep in mind is that an enhanced for loop is read-only, meaning that you can't modify the elements of the array inside the loop. If you need to modify the elements of the array, you should use a regular for loop instead of an enhanced for loop. It is also possible to traverse a string using an enhanced for loop in Java. A string is essentially an array of characters. Therefore, we can use an enhanced for loop to iterate over each character in the string. I'll remove this integer array from here and I'll say string str is equal to code with winner. Once that is done, we are no longer taking out integers, we are taking out characters. The name of the array was AR, but now the string variable is called str, so I'll say str. But please understand, str is string. What we want is a character array. So we'll call the toCharArray method to convert it into a character array. And then I'm going to remove this println because I want the elements to be displayed next to each other. And then when the whole string has already been printed, then I'll say system.out.println to change the line. Let me compile and run the program for you. So as you can see, we have iterated the string one by one using an enhanced for loop. That's it for this tutorial on using enhanced for loops in Java for traversing arrays. I hope you found it helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, happy coding. Your feedback is valuable to me. I want to make sure that my videos are clear and helpful. You can follow me on the internet on any one or all of these channels.